Alright. I gotta get the right combination for my driver and my woods. 3, 4, 5, and driver. I'm not feeling great about it. Just don't feel like I have the right combination yet. I think I should call Trotty. I think Trotty probably had these answers for me. Yo, what's up, Trotty? Hey, I just had a couple questions about some drivers. I'm just not real happy with like the combination that I have, and I also just want to let you know that I don't care about hitting fairways, or I don't even care if it goes out of bounds. I just want to hit it farther. I don't care if it goes in the fairway or not. It's just really important that I hit it farther. Okay, so you think I need a longer shaft? I don't know if my wife... Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. About a week ago, or a little more than that, I did a video where I tested how far my irons went. I had some new irons in there with different lofts, so I was figuring out like how far each one went on average. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys my driver, my 3-wood, and my 5-wood, and I'm going to kind of walk through that, how far they go, how far I want to hit them, look at spins, and figure out if I have all of the right combinations for the clubs that I'm hitting. So, for my driver, I'm hitting the TaylorMade QI10 core model with the TPT shaft in it, and it's been absolutely amazing. I'm going to show you guys why that is. Let's get right into this video. Alright, so to start off this video, I'm going to start out with the QI10 Tour 5-wood. The reason that I went to this club was I don't like hitting a 3-wood all the time, but I also need a club that carries about 250 in the air and comes in pretty steep so I can stop it on greens. My 2-iron kind of replaces my 3-wood. It's like carries about 260 and rolls out 20 or 30 yards, so it's a really good off the tee club, but it's not stopping on many greens. So that's where I implemented the 5-wood, and I have the TPT driver 14 low shaft. Absolutely amazing. I love this. Since I put this shaft in it, I don't know exactly how far it goes, so that's what we're here today for, is to find the average carry of this club. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna hit 10 shots with each club, and we'll be able to see the numbers. That's a big old draw there. 236. I'm looking for a little more than that, but that was not hit great. But we're here to find averages, not to be perfect. That was a really good one. See, I love that. I love how high it is. It's only rolling out like 10, actually that's 12 yards. So it's only rolling out like 12 yards, coming in at a really steep angle, which is just beautiful. Holy crap, I love that. It's a nice high draw. 238 carry. This is the club that gets Jacob fired up. I hit this good on the course, and it's like... a little straighter there. See, 5,200 spin, that's like almost the spin of a 5-iron, which is really good. Carries farther, comes in steeper. Bada bing, bada boom. QI10 Tour 5-wood with a TPT shaft. What more could a man ask for? Wow. It's good to know this is about where I thought it was going to be, so not as bad as some people say I am. That's one that kind of blocked out a little bit. Didn't get the face turned over, but still, it's just right about where I thought it was gonna be. Maybe actually not quite as far as I thought it was, which is really good. Like, I don't care if it's only 235 in the air and if it's stopping quickly, or 240 or whatever it is. Yeah, I didn't get this club for distance. I got this club for reliability. See, that's a good one. 250 in the air. Little draw, a little less spin. All right, that's number 7. Let's hit a couple more here. I think that 240 is gonna make me feel really good if it stays right around there. .256, okay. That one had a little more roll on it, spins a little less, but when you hit kind of a bigger draw like that, that's what's gonna happen. That's a big old slice. Probably hurt the AVG a little bit, but it's real life, I'm not perfect. was a great strike even though it didn't draw. I hit about 75% of those really well, so I think that's a really good average. So 10 shots, TaylorMade QI10 Tour 5 wood. It's at 18 degrees, but I actually have it turned up a little bit to higher, so it's probably closer to 20. But I love that. I love that 239. It's basically 240 yards in the air is the average for 10 shots. Probably hit a couple more down the road just to kind of concrete that in, just solidify it, but I think that's a really good starting point. 240 yards with the 5 wood and the TPT shaft. I just feel like it's so stable. Like a couple of those I hit that were definitely not as good as they should have been, but because of the stability of this shaft and the forgiveness of this head, that's a dream combo. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna move to a 4 wood and I'm gonna look at the differences in that, and there could potentially be a possibility that that comes into the bag based off of the numbers between what we saw in the 2 iron last time versus what we see in a 4 or a 3 wood this time. So we're gonna move into that section of this video. I am, however, gonna get a cup of coffee first. It's still pretty early. You guys would be proud of me though. I've cut back to like 1 or 2 cups a day, which has been amazing. It actually, like, I was having some jitters on the golf course and it's been really nice. So gonna get a little coffee, a little bit of that Country Club. If you want some of that, hit the link in the bio. But yeah, and then we'll get on with this video. All right, so I'm actually gonna hit my 3 wood first. This is the QI10 Tour 3 wood, 15 degrees standard loft, and I have the Ventus TR 6X black in this one. This is not a club that I've hit a ton, but I do want to see kind of the differences between a 2 iron, a 3 wood, and the 5 wood. So that's what I'm moving to. Look at that beauty right there. And I don't know what the numbers are gonna be on this. I think they're gonna be pretty high. I think this thing is pretty hot. I imagine this is gonna be a little bit of a lower ball flight, so it's probably gonna have a little more roll. But it would be, I may play with the loft a little bit and see how I can kind of change that. But I imagine this is still gonna go around 300. That's a nice draw there, 283. All right, 2 shots in. I like that draw. Maybe be on a little bit too far left, but I'm not too concerned about that. I just really want good contact and just really good, you know, face interaction. A little bit low on the face and it carries 270. Almost dead straight. See the spin dropped up or jumped up there when you hit it low on the face. The spin always jumps up to 3,500. Didn't roll out quite as, it's still 16 yards to roll out. Okay, so this is kind of potentially kind of proving my theory about the way that I feel about a 5 or a 3 wood. This is a fantastic golf club. There's just something about it that I may not be loving, hence those last 2 shots. But I'm gonna give it a chance here. See, like, that's an amazing shot. I absolutely love that. But can I do that consistently with this club? That's the $1 million question. See, that coming right back to that center line is amazing. That was a toe hook. All right, so I'm halfway into this. The ones that I hit really well, they feel amazing, but I feel like I've struggled to be a little bit more consistent with this. But I'm gonna feel this out. I'm gonna see it out. I've hit a couple really bad ones. I want to finish this out and see what I just haven't hit a ton of 3 wood, so that's probably why. But gotta stay strong here. So low on the face. The rollout's very consistent. I hit that terribly. Still carried 270, but just there may not be a need for this. Here we go. Harder to get that one to turn over. See, that's a beautiful golf shot. That right there, I could live with. 170 ball speed with a driver, or with a 3 wood. We were seeing DOD the other day, and 170 with a driver. Absolute little wimp. Just can't consistently get that to turn over. It's not necessarily a bad shot, probably hitting the fairway, but all right, one more because I cut out 2 of those. And then we're gonna look at this. I'm just gonna kind of talk about it. It's just such an interesting feeling, a 3-wood for me. Just bottomed it again. Yeah, that's probably my worst 10 consecutive shots that I've ever hit on the simulator, to be completely honest. Average carry, 271. The shot pattern on that is going to be very large. I don't know if this club's going in the bag, to be honest. When I hit it well, it feels amazing, but like I said, the dispersion is just too much. It really is. It's just something where it's got to be dialed in if I'm going to use it, but let's just kind of set that to the side for now and move on to driver. I'm going to put some more thought on this. It's just weird. It's hard for me to like feel comfortable over it. All right, I'm gonna put the stickers on here so we can. I know that people like to see club head speed, ball speed, attack angle is a really cool one with a driver. So we'll be able to see those numbers. I have recently just switched to the core model of the QI10, and I am absolutely loving it. I feel like the way that I was swinging, I put a bunch of work into my swing, but the way that I was swinging when I got fit for this club, I was spinning it a ton, so that's why I was in the LS. But I really kind of neutraled out my path, even swinging out to the right now, so it's way easier for me to control spin. All right, moving on to the driver. This is the club that everyone wants to see, right? It's the club that I love. I've recently switched to the QI10 core model, so I get a little more forgiveness, and I figured out how to bring my spin down without using the LS. Which I really like. So 9 degrees, I have it turned to a little bit lower, so it's actually down to about 8. I'm hitting the TPT driver shaft 15 low. Absolutely love it. It's the most stable shaft I've ever hit. So I'm gonna rip 10 or 12 drives here. We're gonna look at the numbers, and then I'll meet up with you guys after. That is optimal right there. 2,000 spin, lovely. Another really good one. Maybe a little more draw than I'm looking for, but not too bad. Numbers don't lie, folks. This driver and this body can move a golf ball. That's a little block. First one of the day. 320 in the air. I'll let it slide. The thing I like about hitting a draw is when I block one like that, it's not going farther right. It's simply like starting on that line, staying on that line. I'm not gonna lose near as many golf balls that way, and I don't lose a ton of distance when that happens. Those are the numbers that are beautiful. Here we go. A couple more here. That last one was massive. 362 total. That's the worst one I hit all day, and it's still 321. See, a block that's probably gonna be in the right rough. It's not lost though. Used to be, that shot was so far right and so bad it wasn't even funny. To be honest, I don't know what more needs to be said. That is the best I've hit a driver in a very long time. And it is starting to translate to the course, as you guys have seen. An average of 323.5 in the air. All because of TaylorMade QI10. This driver, this combination, is by far the best that I've had in a driver in a very long time. I love it. all signs point to me being able to become a very good driver of the golf ball with this combination here, and I absolutely love it. So shout out to you guys for watching. Shout out to you guys for subscribing. It means a ton. And also, massive shout out to Carl's Place for making this setup possible. There's a link in the description. You can check out the website, purchase anything you like. Simulators can fit in any room of your house. Carl's Place is the place to be. We'll see you guys next time.